It was a surprise to all I think watchers and market followers. The swiftness of the move, the timing of the move, and the size of the move were all significant. Usually people were waiting maybe for the next meeting of OPEC for them to take such a decision. However, they did not wait for that. And that tells you that, one, in my view, the urgency for that move is important. And I think what people will ask is why now, and why did it happen so fast? And in my view, it's two main reasons. The financial crisis, or the banking crisis, that started in the US over the past 2-3 weeks, and in Europe with Credit Suisse, I think has increased the possibilities of the developed economies of going into a recession faster and sooner than people have thought, and maybe for longer. The second main reason, in my view, is that the China reopening, where everybody was expecting China is going to rebound in terms of the economic demand, is slower than expected. So they felt that they needed to act on this now and not wait maybe for the next meeting, because what they've seen, and maybe what they've been expecting, is that a continuous slide of the oil price. Oil prices, as you know, has dropped to the low 70 range. And I think there was the fear, if they break that range, going to below that, maybe to the 60 plus, that would really become a negative, a very negative for many of the oil producing governments' economies, and they like to keep it above $80. And this move has done that. And I think it also reinstates or reminds people that oil prices are going to be managed and balanced by OPEC and no one else but OPEC in this market. I think another important effect for this decision is, today we have the capital markets of the region, and we've seen that they've started the year in Q1. Most of them were in negative or close to negative territory, with the exception of DFM. And I think part of that was a lot of the foreign institutional investors we're seeing that prices were sliding towards the 70, and how will that may affect some of the progression economic growth plans. Now, I think with the kind of swing that we've seen closer to 80, back above 80, this could also provide a good base for those markets to recover back into the green. And hopefully, with the results of the first quarter of many of those companies, we could see a change of momentum of the direction of the markets in Q2 of 2020.